We're live again.
Yeah. There we are again. Okay. Let's see if it works this time. It always ends up going back to YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, my lighting's all messed up. I guess I'll turn the ceiling light on.
Looks like you're in a smoky room.
That help?
Either that or you need to clean your camera lens.
That didn't help.
No, I guess it's just the way the lighting is.
I think it's just light. Yeah, that helped.
Oh, yeah.
I took the stage light down out here.
Well, you did that. I think you threw it away.
High Tire and C4.
Yeah.
Hey, good to see y'all. Yeah, we made it back. We're back in the saddle. It took us a while to find the saddle. The horse ran off about a month ago. But we did find the saddle.
Oh, look, there's Mama Jan. Hi, Mama Jan.
Hey.
Hope you're doing well.
See, good to see that purple heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need to talk. We'll just sit here and watch people come in.
Yeah. But no, we've been having a little experience over on the Chinese platform.
TT.
Yeah.
We're just going to call it TT. Because there's two of them. There's TT and then there's TTT. And if you'd have tuned in a little sooner, if we'd have been on all the platforms a little sooner, right? I already did an explanation of what TTT is.
Well, you might have to give it again since we've been on and off and on and off.
Well, TTT is simply TikTok Tinder.
It's what it seems like.
Which is what the message center is over at TT. It's TTT.
Oro's never been propositioned so much in his entire life.
Nothing but tits and ass everywhere you look.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And it's crazy. What's really crazy is how many of them are taking it serious. I mean, you can tell there's a bunch of them just doing it for the fun of it, but there's a few of them out there that's like, woo-woo. And they are dead serious on finding them a man. And they don't care how big an idiot they got to make of themselves to do it.
Well, not only then they want to drag you out to WhatsApp or Telegram.
Well, yeah, here's my WhatsApp. You can come over there and talk.
Yeah, and I'll tell you how much it's going to cost you to watch me.
How you doing, handsome man? I always sick Paula on them. I tell Paula to answer them. It's funny, after she answers them, they don't have anything else to say.
I'm just my usual charming self.
Yeah. It says we got 6. Oh, dropped to 4. 6 and 4. That's 10.
Yeah.
But it's great to see everybody's name in there. It's been a while.
Yes.
We just never really had much of a reason to go live, just trying to keep up with life.
Yeah, it's been a little hectic between going back and forth and your mom and me and
oh yeah, there was just this little thing that had to get you well again.
Yeah.
Well, Marcy, welcome in. Thank you for that.
Unfortunately, had an attack of old age.
It's great to be back where our lives are appreciated.
Hi, Sam.
We've been trying to do a few over on TT, and first thing is they drill it into you. Got to do a live every day. Every day you got to do a live. It's like maybe sometimes I don't feel like doing a live. How about that? Oh, then it messes up your points. You mess up your points, you mess up your money.
Oh yeah, it's so much.
Yeah, we've been over goofing around now for a couple months, I guess.
Yeah.
And it don't matter because September or November, I forget which it is, they're going to replace it with M3. So that's going to be the American version. You know, if the government's running that, you know what that's going to be.
You're not missing anything, Mama Jane.
You want to screw something up, just give it to the government.
Yeah. We did a live the other day. Some of the stuff we're cleaning out of the shed, we're donating to. There's a thrift shop here called Pick of the Litter, and what they sell at the thrift shop goes towards funding for Heart for Animals. Yeah. And they take in strays and unwanted animals, and they have
their own vet service and
boarding service and spay and neuter clinic, and it's the whole package. And they're great people. They provide a great service for the county because the people over at the animal shelter, bless their hearts, they get it wrong every time. So you're better off to take your animals to Heart than you are to the Garrett County Animal Shelter.
Yeah.
But we're doing a live on TT.
Yeah.
And the last 3 or 4 minutes after we unloaded all the stuff
there was one lady in the shop that didn't want to be on TT.
And that was fine.
So, or on camera. She said she didn't want to be on cameras the way she
right. Did. And that was fine. We made it so we didn't film her. But in the middle of the store, they have, I guess you would call it, they took one of those cages. It's a bird aviary. So it's a pretty, good sized cage. And they always have kitties in it, little kitties. And so you can go and play with the kitties and maybe adopt one and take it home. And so we're just showing that, and we're showing the inside of the shop. Well, they cut that part out. They showed everything up until when we went in the shop, and they edited our live. And it wasn't because we were showing knickknacks and dishes and whatnots and the kitties, and and nobody, everybody had their back to the camera, or we weren't showing them that didn't want to be showed. But
it didn't make any sense. It wasn't anything at all that went against any kind of guidelines or anything, and it was basically the last nail in the coffin for me.
Well,
if you're gonna edit my stuff, you might want to talk to me first, or at least places like YouTube and different platforms, Rumble, whatever. If you do something wrong, they send you an email or a notice, a notification of some kind. Say, hey, stop that.
Don't do that.
And then if you do it again, then you get reprimanded. If you do it a third time, it usually takes 3 times, and you get booted off. Well, see, we know about booted off thanks to Mr. Tube over there, the Tube, because we lost quite a few accounts in the process of the whole J6 thing. But that's then, and this is now, and we were trying TikTok because of our road trip coming back here. Plus, we've been making quite a few road trips north and south, out west, gathering up stuff that we bought. And
trying to get it all in one place so we can.
All in one place, which we still haven't done that yet. There's only 900 miles in between it. We did get it narrowed down to 900 miles.
Yeah.
I didn't say hi to Sam. Hi, Sam. Good to see you. I did see you in there, but I got some chatters going on now. That's good to see too.
Good to see Charlene in there.
And just for the record, we're going to be on Whatnot. If there's anybody that's tried Whatnot yet, we're getting ready to sell some stuff on Whatnot, starting with a bunch of old vinyl records. But we still have a lot of stuff that we have left over from when we did storage units. And we're going to be going through that because Whatnot actually has a category called storage units, storage cleanout. So we fit right in over there. We don't have to worry about rules and regulations.
Well, yeah, you do. Just not, they don't just arbitrarily make them up.
Hey, Julie. Hey, Deb. Good to see you. Yeah, it's been a while, but we figured out how to turn it back on.
Yeah, and yeah,
You ought to heard Miss Paula a little while ago.
What'd I do?
Telling on you now. You were saying some really not very nice things to your computer.
Oh. Well, it wasn't cooperating. It still doesn't cooperate, but I'll get it figured out. Just not tonight.
Go ahead.
I said, just not tonight.
Yeah, it kind of blew it away over here on TT because you're not allowed to drink, you're not allowed to smoke, you're not allowed to talk about drinking, you're not allowed to talk about smoking, not allowed to talk about much of anything.
And plus, we were very careful to do this. We set up our account so that it was for over 18.
Yeah.
But somehow the Munchkins and Yard Apes are getting into it.
Yeah, I was sitting there the other day, the very day we set the new account up with Oro Expeditions, because we have another account there, but we set that one up so we could start out fresh. And the very first thing it asks you is, do you want it to be public or private? And you said, yes, public, of course. Do you want it to be personal or commercial? Because that's where you can actually make a little moolah. So, and then the next question after that is, do you want it to be over 18 only? And then, of course, we answered yes. We don't have any need for any minors looking at our stuff. And that's what we thought was pretty cool, because they were going to segregate it down to where, we wouldn't have to worry about minors
language
and get in trouble with the TT platform because of what we were saying or talking about, which the whole minor thing doesn't really matter because you can't say stupid.
Yeah.
You can't. I got a whole list. If I could find it, I was looking for it a little while ago. I got a whole list of words. Stupid is at the top because that's where the first one that came up.
Well, you're not allowed to say anything that's derogatory.
Oh, don't get me started on derogatory.
You're not allowed to hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, thank you, Sam. We enjoy you being here, and we missed you guys for sure. We're going to be doing this on a regular basis again now, since we actually got some new equipment. So,
you're the tripod that we keep laying down and it keeps going missing.
Yeah, we finally got a tripod that it's a good tripod. It's heavy. It's heavy duty. And you can get them on our TT shop. I couldn't resist.
Yeah, it would make a good club. That's about all we use it for. But
no, it's if you're one of them people that likes to do the whole selfie stick thing, with the stick deal.
Oh yeah, we've got one that's about 5. That's about 5 foot.
It goes 5 feet 6 inches, so you can get some long distance selfie stick stuff. And it's got the follow you anywhere deal, where it's got the camera eye right here.
which it helps it to work if you keep it charged.
So whenever you're walking around, it'll follow you. Got the really cool remote where you can take the remote off and work the remote and stand away from it.
Yeah,
it's
Shirley.
Not the fanciest one in the drawer, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're going to get back into that. We were going through the bookcase yesterday because we are going to be taking some stuff back to Arizona with us this time, but it has to fit in the bed, so you have to hold it up more. They can't. There's the
I see what I'm doing there.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and we're going to be getting into
that's one I just happened to pull off the shelf the other day. So it's funny you brought up more reading.
Yeah. well,
we
that's
just got a good start in that, and we only made it to page 12.
Yeah. The other day I was reading through some tech stuff, some tech headlines on I forget which one it was, one of the browsers. Anyway, I was, going through some of the news, and there was they made a big deal out of it. Said Bill Gates says cell phones will soon be obsolete. We won't have cell phones anymore. We're going to have electronic tattoos.
Yeah, right there.
That are going to be supposedly removable.
Yeah, right.
That is going to act like your cell phone.
That's what they said about the chips too.
And
that's what they told them people got the chips. Oh, they're removable.
Well, not just that, but it kind of my brain went to, there used to be an old TV show. I forget what it was called, but they had this creature that clamped onto your arm and put its legs, and that's how it held on. And Earth Final Conflict. And that was what was going through my brain when they were talking about this electronic tattoo that you're supposedly going to be able to remove, but it's going to sink into your nervous system so that you can just, Dick Tracy your arm.
Yeah, they experimented with that at Disney World with little bracelets so you could wave them over the deal and get on the rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an experiment.
Well, they do these little things, here and there. So, you think it's a really cool thing because it just makes things more convenient at the amusement park, or, just some little thing that doesn't seem like it's a big deal. And the next thing you know, Bill Gates is coming out with electronic tattoos that is going to plug you right into the system. And they're saying, well, it's really great because we can monitor people's health and they can be plugged right into their doctor's office.
Deb's right. Here's Bill Gates think he is. Yeah, he's the one that's been destroying all the food stuff because he's all about depopulation. That's who Bill Gates is.
Well, in the 15
he's one of the big three that we have to worry about.
Well, that's like there's always something in the news every day about like Johnsonville closing down plants here and there, and different food companies closing down plants. And they say, well, that's because the products at those plants, people aren't buying them anymore because we're changing the way we eat. Mm-hmm. Supposedly we're going back to a healthier diet that was more like what our grandparents and great grandparents, when they were raising their own food, except most people, city people are too stupid to raise their own food, but they can't raise a tomato,
lazy,
let alone anything else.
A lot of laziness has to do with that too. Or some people just ain't gonna have any place to do it too.
If you live in a 15-minute city, you're going to be all piled on each other in those apartment buildings, like in a science fiction movie. Mm-hmm. And
like Deb said, eating bugs.
Yeah. You're going to be eating protein powder and, what is that, Beyond Meat, or, whatever that pink slime stuff is. And I still like the one that said if we have to turn to cannibalism, get the vegans first because they're grass fed.
Yeah, it's a cool meme. It's just like everyone says, you don't have to outrun the bear, you just have to outrun the slowest person.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about it, it started with Fitbits and what's that ring that you wear now that costs like $500? It's supposed to.
Well, it's just a Fitbit for your finger, basically.
Yeah, basically, it's an expensive Fitbit. But yeah, you have all these fitness trackers that does your blood pressure and your sleep and your this and your that. And so we've been.
There you go, Mama
Yeah.
J.
So
eating people. They're eating the people.
So they've been plugging us in since basically since cell phones.
Yep.
They've been plugging us in.
Well, even before that. I mean, there's all that. Don't forget, on the first thing they was able to experiment with was the TV tube.
Yeah.
Called subliminal advertising.
Yeah, subliminal messages.
It was subliminal brainwashing is what it was. Let's call it what it is. Hey, Slim, good to see you too, buddy.
Yeah, Deb, I had that same problem, even though I had a mood ring. But most people always knew what my mood was.
Yeah, well, it's not hard to figure out my mood at any time.
And yes, I know it's August, but yeah, Oro's wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Well, it's only 58 degrees here tonight.
64 and foggy.
64, that might as well be 58. When you're used to 98.
Yeah.
I'm overdue for a haircut too, but we're not going to fix that yet.
Why? Will your ears get cold?
It's going to be a little bit shaggy. Just need to stay that way till we get back to Arizona. So, and just so everybody is able to keep track, the plan's already made. We should be, everything goes according to plan. From now till then, we're going to be headed back to Arizona on, what did I say, the 6th? Let me double check before I say it.
Let's see. Saturday is the 6th of September.
Yeah,
appointment.
Yeah, it will be the 6th, 7th, or 8th. That's the weekend or no later. I want to be out of here before Monday. We want to be out of here no later, probably Sunday.
Yeah.
7th. Sunday the 7th will be travel day.
Yeah, I have to go see my cardiologist on the 3rd and figure out a plan of attack before I go back out to Arizona.
And instead of messing around with all that other stuff, look who found us.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it's going to take him.
Well, it is only 7 o'clock out there. It's not even dark yet. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, Dustin. That's good. You and him can keep him entertained for a second.
Yeah, it's been interesting since we've been back, even though we haven't really gotten out and about except to go see Oro's mother. And speaking of which, I need to get a hold of your sister tomorrow and find out what's going on. But
well, I'm going to visit.
Well, I haven't heard from anybody about what's going on tomorrow evening, so I haven't heard.
Tomorrow evening?
Yeah. Wednesday.
I guess it is. A week went by already.
Yeah, it went by fast. Yeah, every time we try to get stuff done outside, we have fog, we have rain. We just can't get a break with the outside weather. The end of the house needs painted, and we can't get that done because the paint won't dry.
Well, according to the 10-day forecast, it's supposed to be partly cloudy for the next 10 days.
Unless the hurricane comes further west, and then we'll
be nice if I could at least pull off getting one end of it done.
Yeah, well, that weather end needs done really bad.
So that's going to be the goal. If I can get a sprayer, I can do it off a ladder, so don't need to put scaffold up or nothing. No, what's really cool about this tonight? Having a chat room full of people we know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do the TT lives, and there's people that jump in on your live, and they're there for like 3 seconds, and then they jump out. So it's a constant scroll with names the whole time you're on.
Like a drive-by.
Yeah, drive-bys.
Well, the only thing we're thinking about the Hurricane 4 here is if we're going to get maybe a shower or a little wind, maybe some clouds.
Yeah, the coast and the waves and the rip currents is the big deal with that one, I think.
But that's 300 miles away, so we don't have to worry about that part.
Yeah, we're good. Share your referral link.
Are you getting into trouble over there?
No, I'm just looking at all the tools. It's been a while.
Yeah, 20% is nothing out there. It usually evaporates before it hits the ground because the ground's so hot. Yeah, I missed my pool time.
Listen to you.
Yeah, instead I've been going up and down the steps.
I used to say missing that gold.
Well, that's really cool, Shirlene.
Cool deal. I bet you did. That sounds fun. There's a bunch of them I miss too, Sam. Just another phase of life, we was there and it happened and it was good. Most of it.
Hey, Billy Bob, good to see you.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Paul. Hi, Billy Bob.
Wonder if it's really William Robert.
I ain't asking.
I didn't ask.
Just like people ask me if I'm Oreo Cass.
Yeah.
It's like there isn't an E in it. Where do you get Oreo? There's no E.
People just love the cookies.
They must. It's the 2 O's with the R in the middle.
Well, yeah. Now, when you get to Prescott, that mountain range right there, that's where the dividing line is for the monsoon. Our side of the mountain, the west side of the mountain, doesn't get the rain. The east side of the mountain gets the rain.
Well, it don't matter if you're driving or sitting still as long as you're not touching any metal in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Driving's the best way to keep from getting hit altogether, but if you have to stop, just don't touch any metal. Which in the newer vehicles is kind of hard to do.
There's not much metal left in them.
Well, I'm glad to see some people we haven't seen in quite a while, man. 10 people in. Yeah, that's sweet. It's good to know people remembered, and we're going to have somebody to get the crowd started up again.
Yeah, they got those notifications going out there.
We got all kinds of cool stuff to sell, folks, and there might even be some giveaways. Lots and lots of giveaways. Everything I can give away, I don't have to haul to Arizona. We got about 2.5 weeks to give it away.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see Yellow Rose and Ron in here.
Yep. And Jared. Yeah, I figured Jared will find us. They usually do.
Yeah, they get some pretty good storms up around Williams. We've been through a couple of them. Some snowstorms up around Flag.
Yeah. Well, you're up on the rim.
On the Colorado Plateau.
Yeah. Someplace that we're going to be doing a little bit, good bit more exploring this time.
Yeah, we're kind of looking for a place to light. I'd like to stay in Arizona instead of Nevada.
Check out northeast of Phoenix, but south of 40.
Well, congratulations, Slim. You got 4 years on us.
There you go, 44. Well, we'll never catch you, but we're right behind you.
You're lucky you lived to 40.
Luck didn't have anything to do with
it. Sometimes it did.
Wise choice in women did. 40 years of it. It won't be 40 till the 11th of January there.
Yeah.
And I'm planning on spending that somewhere besides Quartzsite. I'm planning on, you can have your pool. I'm planning on a white sandy beach.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. As long as we have dogs, it's hard to get to those white sandy beaches.
Why is it? All you gotta do is load them in the truck and go to San Diego.
No, that's true.
Drop down to Tijuana and get on the Mexican beach.
Except it's California.
There's Dixie. Hi, Dixie.
You know how I feel.
Kind of snuck in.
You know how I feel about California.
Well, if you got to go far north and far south, ain't too bad.
Yeah.
We just hit the ends. We don't go in the middle. Mama Dan, we'll have to go just real quick in 80 and back out.
Yeah, we sneak into Mama Jan's.
Sneak in over Donner.
Now I do like it up on Donner, Truckee, up through there.
Well, you're talking about the Eastern Sierra, so.
Yeah.
I can handle. I can go about anywhere I want to in California, actually, because once you leave down south, you can just go over far east, straight by Nevada, and
go up 390. Go up 390
all the way up. Didn't leave anything on the coast last time I was there.
No, it's cool to go see the ocean, but we don't go any place where there's a large amount of people. Yeah, that's why we got Dustin got you your Huggy, didn't he? The one about you almost had to be social.
Yeah. Well, it's backwards. It says we. That was close. I almost had to socialize.
Well, Dixie, right now we're at the house in Maryland, but in a couple of weeks we'll be headed back to Arizona.
Yeah. First weekend after Labor Day.
Arizona kind of sticks on you like a cactus. So
and we're going to take a couple days extra from going out from what we did coming in. We did coming in 4 nights. We're probably going to take upwards of 6 nights going back out. We got a couple places we want to stop. So it'll be a little bit slower trip. I guess we can tell them about the one that things work out. We're going to be in Arkansas digging quartz.
Yeah, it was 105 there the other day. We'll wait till the heat wave passes. Yeah, It's awful humid though. It's funny. You live in a place your whole life, so it's not that big a deal. You go out where you have 3% humidity as opposed to 50% humidity, and it's like a different world. It's like you hit a wall every time you walk outside.
Well, it's the reason that it's hot, even as people say, "Oh, it's a dry heat." No, it's actually hotter because once you get up over 100 degrees outside temperature, the sun evaporates your sweat before it has a chance to cool you off.
Yeah.
When you have 5% humidity, you don't sweat. It evaporates as soon as you sweat it out. And that has a way of making your skin even hotter since you don't have a chance to, your sweat glands are to keep you cool. So
yeah, but you don't feel clammy like you do here.
Oh, no sticky.
Yeah, no sticky for sure.
Man, back here, everything you touch, it's like, eh.
The leather steering wheel, and yeah, it's all sticky.
Well, we fixed the steering wheel. It had sticky on it from 2 weeks of driving hard. Or 3 or 4. Well, it's your turn to talk.
Yeah, Dixie, one of the places we want to stop is outside of a little town called Perrin, Arkansas. It's north of Benton. And they're not a commercial operation, so they don't have the big track hose and stuff going in and digging. You're going out and you're getting into the dirt where the bigger quartz crystals are, and some of the ones they're pulling out are just humongous. They're not quite museum pieces, but they're beautiful pieces. And we had bought every year at Quartzsite, Ron Coleman from Coleman Quartz Mines comes out and brings a lot of stuff. But they're a commercial operation, which the track hose go in and they just dig it up, and it gets sent to the factories for making computer parts. So what you're actually looking when you go to their mines, most of the time you're going through the tailing piles, what's left after the track hose have been through. So that's why I'm really interested to go to this guy's farm. The farm's been in the family for over 100 years, and you're basically just going out in the woods and finding a good place to dig, and they're only open like 2 days a week on Sunday and Monday. But they're pulling some really interesting pieces out, and it's my type of digging. The only thing is everything is red when you get done because Arkansas red clay, which goes over into Oklahoma red clay. So in those two states, every time it rains, everything turns red when they have mud season. Oh yeah, they were talking about corn sweat on the Weather Channel.
I can hear you. I'm just over here.
Yeah, I know. Another place we'd always talked about stopping, and we always went through when it was out of season for some reason, was Crater of Diamonds. Yeah, we need to pass on mud season too because our muck boots are in Nevada. In the trailer. We're still pretty scattered out. We just have half of it in Nevada and Arizona and the other half of it here.
What's that about Nevada?
Our muck boots for mud season is in Nevada.
Yeah.
Because we use them to wade streams instead of mud.
We brought nothing here because we figured we were going to be hauling a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back on one hand, just to get a taste of it again. But I'm ready to go back.
Yeah.
I'm homesick for my desert.
No, I would like to see, as much as I hate preparing for a yard sale, I'd like to see a lot of the knickknacks and whatnots be rehomed that needs to go to new homes.
Well, the stuff we're taking to Heart's going to be rehomed.
Yeah.
And then the money they make will go for a good cause too. So,
I mean, it's, I'm the only one that knows the history of the stuff and cares about the history of the stuff. So somebody else can get some enjoyment out of it. That's good.
I don't think I've showed my Lucky Charm off on camera.
No.
It's pretty much what we've done since the last time you've seen us, as far as gold. It represents that anyway. That is a 2 1/4 ounce ingot. And some jeweler would just love to have that because he doesn't have to do anything except melt it down to make jewelry.
Yeah, he just needs to cut a little piece off and he can make a lot of stuff with that.
Yep.
That's why
we have the collection here too, but there's a little bit in there, about an ounce altogether. I don't know how you get this thing open.
Well, you just pull the little tab.
I guessed and I got it. There's a little tab.
Yeah, there's a little tab. It's called a vial vault.
That's the fine stuff. About 1/3 of an ounce. It's my favorite one. You can hear these. Lighting's not real good right there.
Yeah, those are big enough pieces that you could actually take one and make like a pendant or
you can make nice earrings out of
post earrings or
they're multiple grams per piece. Is the way most of them are 2 1/4 grams. But that's just some of the goodies. I need some more dew.
Well, this was pretty much a test show, so we're going.
We had a pretty good crowd for test show.
Yeah. Yeah, one part of the test didn't work, but another part of the test did. We've been on and off like 3 times tonight.
Well, what's crazy is you go live over on TT, and if you do it enough times and you do it just like they want you to do it, you actually start making money. We made like $50, I think, the whole time we was there. But anyhow, we always had some reason why we didn't go live. I don't think that's going to be the case now we got Rumble fired back up.
Yeah, I just have to figure this connection thing out, what I did wrong this evening.
Well, you always do.
Yeah.
Plus, probably have a couple more platforms to add to the collection.
But if nothing else, you can count on YouTube.
Yeah, it's Mama Jan. Great seeing you. Can't wait to see you in person. We'll be sneaking around out in California sometime soon, I imagine. So
yeah, we got to sneak up to Happy Camp again.
Yeah, get you up to Happy Camp. Get into Klamath after it gets cleaned up.
Yeah, maybe it won't look like gray syrup running down the.
Yes, Dixie, been too long. I know we kind of went hermit on everybody for a while, but we're back, and you can. I don't know if it'll be every day all of a sudden, but that's what we're going to be shooting for soon.
Yeah, when we're traveling, it's a little harder.
While we're traveling, we'll be able to probably once in a while, but once we get back to Arizona, it'll be pretty much every day because we'll be busy.
Well, plus we got Oro, what they call a thumb camera, so we can fix him up like like on your dog, where you can watch where your dog goes.
That's my new favorite toy right there. Check this out.
Hanging around his neck, and
yeah, you see.
Get a battery pack to stick in his pocket. And
what I like about it is you can't tell it's a camera unless you really look real close when you got it on right.
Yeah.
Let's see, I gotta get my camera right here so you can see it. Get the camera right so you can see the camera. Yeah. That's all it takes to mount it.
Now you can't live stream with it, but you can. Night, Deb. Thanks for stopping.
In the necklace.
It's a lanyard.
Lanyard. Yeah, it's adjustable. But that's where it sticks on. So, and what did you say it does clips? How long is the clips?
You can set them for up to 9 minutes.
And 9-minute clips.
So. And then it just stops. Well, I set it for 5, but then it just stops and then starts again.
Well, that's about right.
Until the memory card's full.
It'll be fun to have them and probably end up getting at least one more because they're basically replaced GoPros. They got the waterproof case, everything that a GoPro has, these things have. And the camera quality is actually better. So,
yeah, the only thing they haven't figured out yet is live streaming, which I'm sure somebody somewhere is working on that.
That's coming soon, I would imagine. Okay, Dixie and everybody, thanks for coming. Deb.
Charlene, Jen,
and
Slim.
Time to cut it.
Yeah. So everybody be safe. Be blessed.
More later.